Good evening, people. Good evening, good evening. Y'all come on in. Come on in, people. Come on in. Can y'all please go ahead and start tagging and sharing, people?
Hey, Dominique.
Start tagging and sharing, tagging and sharing. Tag and share, tag and share. Beautiful day today. Happy to see we got 2 people on. Y'all tag and share. Good evening, everyone. We hope everybody is having a wonderful weekend. Tag and share, people, please. Tag and share, tag and share. Tag and share. We're trying to get up to our lucky number 10. Once we get up there, we're going to try to move on. But y'all tag and share, people. We got an awesome. What's up, Antonio? We got an awesome show. Awesome show. Can y'all hear us and see us well? Thumbs up. All right, good, Dominic, good. I hope I don't have the camera like reversed in a different way. It's good? Okay, I want to make sure it wasn't upside down or whatever. I know y'all looking at our background, it looks a little bit different or whatever. We'll explain that to y'all later on as the show goes on. Y'all tag and share a little bit. We're still trying to get up. Tag and share, tag and share. Yeah, we almost there. I hope everybody is having a good day. I hope y'all got y'all comments, y'all questions, and all of that ready. Hey, Ma. Tag and share.
Hey, Yvette.
Tag and share. What's up, Yvette? All right, we there.
Tamika, how are you?
We at our number. Hey, Tamika. Yes, you made it. You made it. Yes. Yes, I'm always happy to see you on here. Where is Beverly? Somebody please tag Beverly. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pray so we can get right into it. You ready, co-host? Let us pray. God, we thank you for allowing us to be on yet another episode of Till Death Do Us Part. We thank you that you have allowed your viewers to come in. We thank you, oh God, that you have continued to give us the strength to continue to reach out and continue to learn from the audience as they learn from us. We thank you for the connection. We thank you for this ministry. We thank you for this insight. God, we thank you for your spirit. We thank you for being in control of our lives and being in control of the things that we do and the things that's happening in this world. We ask now, oh God, as we continue to expound on the things that you have so blessed us and gifted us to be able to have insight on. We ask that you would open up the ears and the eyes of the viewers, that they would find something in this that could sustain them in whatever type of relationship that they are in. God, we ask even now that nothing that we say is taken out of context and that it's all taken in love, and that we would continue to love each other as you have loved us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, topic of the show. What is the 3 most important things in a relationship? Now, y'all come on and let's go ahead and chime in. Let me give y'all my 3 real quick. Get it on out the way. I'm going to say love first above all, communication, and sex. Those are 3 things that I need in a relationship. Let me repeat that again. Hey, Lori. Love, communication, and sex. And probably in that order, but then maybe not probably in that order. But yeah, those are the top 3 things that, you know, I need in a relationship. You want to add your 2 cents before the audience start telling them before they start telling us what their 3 things are? What's your 3 things that you need in a relationship?
So for me, the 3 things. It's a lot of things that I need in a relationship, but the top 3 things I would say: commitment, communication, and loyalty.
Okay, cool.
I guess commitment and loyalty would be about the same, but
right.
Yeah.
You can fix your shirt up. You got to look
Thank
nice
you.
when you go before the people now.
Yeah.
We matching shirts, y'all. You know, we try to do this.
Who said food? Oh,
Who
Sean.
played. So look, listen. She said, say it again.
Commitment,
Communication,
loyalty.
and loyalty. Commitment, communication, and loyalty. Let me talk about love for a minute while y'all giving us what y'all 3 things are, because we want to ask some of you guys why as well. So we want to talk about love for a second. For me, I say love because I found out that love for me covers a whole lot of stuff, and if I love somebody, there's pretty much nothing that I'm not willing to suffer or sacrifice or wait it out or, or be patient with and things like that or whatever. So that's why love would probably be number 1 for me. But I told my wife from a conversation we had previously from an earlier show that commitment may be trying to knock on the door or overtake love. And the reason why I say that is because commitment, when you committed to something, you don't necessarily have to be in love or love that thing that you're committed to, because the reality of it is love makes it easier to commit. So I might have to add commitment somewhere in there, because let me make sense of it. A lot of us have worked on a job for a long time that we didn't love, but we was committed to that job because of what that job might have brought to us and what that job might have provided for us, or, or whatever the case may be, or because we was locked into a contract that we couldn't break. We was committed to it. So, yeah, commitment is definitely one of those things that I would have to take a deeper look into. And because when you're committed, that can kind of keep you close knit, and love would actually make that commitment easier. But it doesn't necessarily, just because you love something, you may not necessarily be committed to it. So that's good. That's a good point. You want to read off some of those?
Yeah, so a lot of real quick while we're looking through the comments, if y'all want to go ahead and share this segment of Till Death Do Us Part, this is season 3, episode 4.
Please share.
So yeah.
I'm seeing some of the comments up here. I see a lot of y'all saying communication, positive communication. Yeah. And you know what, Lori? I want to add into that from a conversation me and my brother was having. I would say effective communication, because not to give his answer, but one of his answers was understanding. And a lot of people naturally think that just because you communicate with someone that they understand what you're saying. Well, the reality of it is they may not, you know what I mean? And you may have, but I often say that effective communication requires that a person does understand, you know what I mean? In my profession, and what we do is we do communication skills and we do communication drills. And what we have to do is we have to continue to try to find a way to communicate to people that are irrational or crisis intervention, if you will. And one of the key things that we've learned, that if that person doesn't understand what it is that you're relaying to them, you have not effectively communicated. You may have communicated, because communication only takes a dialogue between 1 or 2 things or 2 people. But effective communication, that adds that aspect of understanding. So yes, that understanding is key in communication. So it's a good thing you said positive communication, Lori, and effective communication.
Yeah, good point, Lori. Yvette Carol said love, finance, and loyalty.
Love, finance, and loyalty. That's good. That's good. A lot of people, and I'm shocked my sister gave that answer, only because I know her to be so independent. But a lot of people that I've spoke to concerning this, finances has not been like one of the key things, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, there are some people that require, that somebody has finances or whatever in order for them to sustain in a relationship, especially if you are an expensive individual. But
high maintenance.
Yeah, high maintenance. Yeah, take a lot, to satisfy and keep. But and there's no right or wrong answer. We all have our different answers. At some point in time, I kind of used to be the same way. Like, you had to have money, in order for me to want to be in a relationship with you, because at the end of the day, I need to know that if I don't have, you have. If we fall on hard times, somebody got to pick up the slack. So yeah, finances are good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Shanice said love, respect, lots of sex, and you don't have to talk to me. Just do what I ask of you.
Oh Lord. See, that ain't effective communication, Shanine. You can't just say do what you got to do and don't even talk to you. That's not effective communication. But that's good though. That's good. You expressing yourself. But one thing is just to add to what you said, Shanine, respect is key. And respect and communication, kind of effective communication and positive communication goes hand in hand. You know, in fact, one of my favorites and one of my key aspects in a relationship, which is sex, is a form of communication. You know what I mean? If you can't properly communicate, it's going to be really hard for you to have effective sex. You know what I mean? I wanted the topic of the show to be if the sex isn't good. How did I say it? If the sex isn't good, is it a deal breaker in the relationship or something like that? So that's just a question I want to throw out there. Don't answer this now, y'all. I want to get to the people saying the three things that's the most important.
So those of you who are just joining in, so we asked the question. Today's show's topic is the 3 top things that you feel are essential to sustaining a relationship. And so if you want to go ahead and add your comments in, those of you who have not done so already. Tamika Reagan, communication, loyalty, and laughter. For me, that makes love inevitable. Yeah, that's important. I think laughter is very important. I think it's healthy for a relationship, for you all to laugh together, to be able to make each other smile, to be able to touch those places, you know, that others can't, you know. I think laughter is really, they say it's medicine, you know, and it's food for the soul. So
Right. Somebody I was speaking with earlier also said that, you know, friendship was very key in a relationship. And they said that, you know, and that goes hand in hand with laughter too. You know, that's an element of a friendship, being able to laugh with someone, enjoy each other's company. And I learned something about myself in that person's life, who I'm going to leave anonymous, who told me that they was like, you know, in a relationship, I got to have friendship, or whatever the case may be. And they said that friendship is not automatic when you love someone. Because I was trying to tell them, well, if you love someone, you should naturally have friendship, or whatever the case may be. But he was like, no, I love a lot of people that I'm not friends with. So he's like, for instance, I love you, but I don't consider myself to want to be your friend, so to speak. He was like, friendship in the aspect of yearning to be around someone, loving their company, enjoying to be around them and laughing with them and joking like that. And it kind of hurt my feelings a little bit, but I understood where they were coming from. Me, however, if I love someone, I want to be around them. I want to laugh and joke with them. In fact, if I don't want to laugh and joke around you and be around you and this, that, and third, 9 times out of 10, I probably don't even love you. You know what I mean? So people have different views and different definitions and different qualities in which they call love and also friendship. Good.
Yeah, I think to add to what you just said, there's maybe different levels of love. Like, so if, say for instance, if I'm an acquaintance, I can love someone from a distance, you know, and I don't necessarily want to be in your company, because you just said, like, if you want to be around or whatever, then that means that's basically you not showing them love. But I think that I can still love you and not have that closeness relationship. There's different levels in love.
Yeah. So you're saying, like, you can love somebody but not ever have to be around them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not saying you're wrong or whatever the case may be. I just know me. If I love somebody, I always want to be around them. I always want to be around them. That's just how I am. Like my brothers and sisters, I love them, so I always want to be around them. I always want to be around them. Not saying that I can always be around them, but I always want to be around them, because sometimes, you know, my brothers and sisters be making me not want to be around them. But for the most part, I'm always yearning and longing for that time when I can be around them. Same with my wife. I'm always yearning and longing for that time when I could be around her. Even as times like if I leave and have to go out of town or anything like that, by the time I get like an hour or something into my trip, if it takes that long, I'm already like missing her and like, oh man, I got to be gone for this amount of days or that amount of days, because I love being around what I love. You know what I mean? So that just makes sense for me.
Sean says, 3 things I need in a relationship: understanding, shared values, and unity.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
Understanding, shared values, and unity.
That's good.
That's good. That's good. In fact, that can go hand in hand with not only romantic relationships and marriages, but in any relationship.
Yeah.
If you got understanding and you got shared values, you know what I mean, and that, you know, if you got those things, that's dope. And I'm gonna have to borrow that from you, Sean. I'm gonna use that in business.
Yeah, even I was going to say, even in a working relationship, you know. In an organization, you have to have shared values in order to fulfill the mission statement of that organization. You know, that I think that's very important. And I think a lot of times, even on the job, that's why we have interviews. That's why we have you know, when you have dialogue with your potential employer to see if you meet the criteria of the value that's going to be displayed without that organization or throughout that organization.
Definitely. Again, guys, we ask that you share this video. We want people to get in on this. We ask that you share. So yeah, definitely, that's a good point you made about the interview and stuff, because you go in that interview because they want to see if you share the same values.
Yeah.
One of the questions that they ask is, where do you see yourself fitting in the company? You know what I mean? They ask stuff like that on an interview. So they want to know if you share the same values. You know what I mean? So that's a good thing.
Yeah. Lori says positive communication, love from the soul, loyalty.
Yeah.
Positive communication.
That word soul, loyal, was scary for me because I believe that the soul and the heart goes hand in hand, and the heart is where your emotions lie, and the soul is where your emotions lie, and your emotions are constantly changing. Like right now, I could feel happy and all of this stuff like that, but then I can walk outside of the studio and I can feel angry at something that happened. So your emotions change just like that. And oftentimes I try to encourage people to love from your spirit, and your spirit and your mind goes hand in hand. You know what I mean? So if you can love from a place that provides logic, and that provides facts, and that provides truth, then even when you don't feel like loving the person, or you don't feel like, whatever, you can always draw from that logic and from that truth. And you can say, well, you know what, like with even my wife, sometimes she make me so mad and I'll be angry, but I still know I love her. So I have to draw on my mind and my logic to say, you know what, she didn't really mean that. So calm down. Or she didn't really, or that's not really who she is, or that's not whatever. So you can assess the situation from a logical standpoint more so than an emotional one. But there has to be a deep place where your love comes from, so your love won't be easily uprooted. So I can also identify with that soul thing, but just examine, the mind and the emotions and things like that, and then you can actually see, the balance or the difference between the two.
Yeah. So Dominique said unconditional love, trust, and loyalty. Now your theory on trust is a little different from what most people, right? Yeah. So unconditional love, trust, and loyalty. Right.
Everybody throwing out this loyalty thing, right? Loyalty can have so many different definitions, you know what I mean? Like, for me, loyalty, let's say, for instance, if Nika went out here and she went on another date with another guy, that's not really that big of a deal to me. I wouldn't like it, but if I had to choose what she does in the area of loyalty, I'd rather her go out on a date with another guy than to lie to me. You know what I mean? So I think like loyalty, it depends on, it's in the eye of the beholder, I guess. You know what I mean? So, your definition of loyalty might be different from mine. So that's something that we really can't elaborate or expound on unless we do a show that says, what is your definition of loyalty? So, yeah. But now on the aspect of trust, you're going to have to check out, what was the other episode? Trust, to me, I think it's an illusion into tricking people into thinking they have control. And the reason why I say that is because at some point in time, we believe we trusted ourselves enough to say we would never do something. However, I'm almost certain that many of us have done so many things that we trusted that we would never do. But when we was presented with a situation that called for us to do the things that we trusted that we would never do, somehow we found ourselves doing it. So now trust is just a thing that is an illusion that tricks us into thinking that we have control, when the reality of it is you really don't know what you will or won't do until you get put into a certain situation that calls for you to do that. So with that being said, if you don't know what you would do and won't do given the circumstances, how could you trust or know what the next person will do given the certain circumstances? What I would say is, just try as much as you can to know a person and, and know yourself. That way you would know if they did do something, you would kind of have a sense of why they did it, when they did it, what's the steps you can do to try to help prevent it. If it's even something that's preventable, and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Just so you won't get so caught up out there like, oh, you punched me in the face. I trusted you or whatever. Well, the reality of it is, did you have a gun pointed at them? You know what I mean? Maybe they thought they would never punch you in the face, but they also thought that you would never pull a gun out on them. So certain things we don't know what we're going to do until we get into that situation.
Yeah, I agree. Antonio, and loyalty, somewhat like-minded communication, and physical communication, like sex, love gestures, and good food.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree. Like he's explained, there's different types of communication, different things you can do to let your person know how you feel or, you know, what you think about the relationship itself.
I'm going to be honest, like, you know, call me old school or whatever, but if me and my wife is not communicating effectively, it's hard for me to even want to have sex with her. But at times as well, we ain't got to talk a word at all. And when we do what we do, we done said it all in the episode. We ain't even got to do nothing but
TMI.
Do nothing but roll over and go to sleep.
TMI. Okay.
End of discussion. Nothing else to talk about.
Like he was saying, yeah. So it's more than just talking. It's more ways to communicate. So we communicate with our physical gestures, with our we feed off of each other's energy. That's a way of communicating,
right?
You know. And so if someone's giving off a negative energy, then and you're not receiving it, or vice versa, whatever, that's still an effective communication, but it can be effective in a negative way. Right. So you know, we still can have effective communication, but in the wrong way. And so, like you said, what's his name? Antonio said communication is can come in different ways.
Right. And Lori, don't be co-signing what she be saying now. You're supposed to be on my side. We done established this many years ago. All right?
And so, Yvette, someone nothing going on but the rent.
Y'all share, please share. Share.
Tamika says financial stability is very important for sustainability. Though in the relationship.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's true. It's very, very important. And also that you all are on the same page when it comes to financial stability, because if you are giving financially or investing into the relationship financially or into your foundation as a couple financially, and the other person is not, then it makes it hard and difficult to be positive about your finances. You know.
I remember now, right? I let Nika do whatever she want to do, and she called all the shots for the most part. So anything y'all see going down between us, just know more than likely she's the one that called the shots behind it. Just put that out there. But there was a time where it wasn't like that, right? And she used to, I think it was my mother, I can't remember. But my mother used to always tell me, well, you pay all the bills, and you this and you that or whatever, you know what I mean? And I told her, I said, well, Mom, I'm going to be honest. If y'all think I call all the shots now, just imagine if I paid all the bills. Oh my goodness, it would probably be horrible. I said, to be honest, the reality of it is she don't want me paying all the bills. Because if I did, then I would probably be like, you know what? I pay all these bills around here, blah, 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 and this, that, and the third. And not that I can't, and not that she can't, but the reality of it is finances. People don't think finances is key in a relationship, but the reality of it is, and not to say it like this, but a relationship is business. You know what I mean? Even in a marriage, it's pretty much business. Because the truth of the matter is, we got to live somewhere. We got to eat something. We got to wear something. You know what I mean? And we need to know how this is going to happen and what decisions we're making. You know what I mean? So don't let nobody fool you, men and women, into thinking, oh, you know, you just with me for my money. Not just for your money, but the reality of it is money got a little bit of something to do with it. You know what I mean? Even just like, you know, and I use this as a marriage because, you know, when Christ comes, he wants to come back to the church, marry the church. But the reality of it is, it says that that's his bride. But when people in the church ask for money, people cringe sometimes because they think that, you know, you need money. Like, we need money in every facet and every aspect of life in order for not only a romantic relationship to work, but for a business relationship to work and for spiritual relationships to work. So, you know, just wanted to drop that little nugget real quick right there. So, yeah, for those of you who throwing out finances is key, you know, it definitely is. Some people more than others. But at the end of the day, like, let's say, for instance, if you get into a relationship and the relationship you come into, you don't have 2 nickels to rub together. And the person say, okay, that's fine. I don't need you to have those 2 nickels because I'm rich. Well, what happens one day when that rich person somehow goes broke? Now you sitting there relying. So a lot of times it's often good if both parties can bring finances or the ability to accumulate finances to the table.
Yeah, I agree. And then that goes back to what we said. I think it was like 2 shows ago when we talked about when you start developing a relationship, what are some deal breakers that will cause you to not move forward in a relationship? Like, how important are these things to you? So whether, like you stated that you said sex was number 1, right?
No, man. Y'all see how she do me?
I ain't hear nothing else.
I did not see what I'm saying. That's what's wrong with women right now. Once you mention sex, now that's all go out the window. That's not all we think about, okay? We think about food too.
Well, those two things. So...
But no, sex wasn't number 1. Love was number 1.
Okay, love was number 1. Yeah, and so we talked about love and sex. We talked about different things that we felt like would be a deal breaker for us, or a standard that we would not lower when we become entangled or in a relationship with someone, you know. And so I was saying that because for me, love wasn't what kept me with you.
I know, commitment was.
Right. And so that's why that was one of my 3 things.
Yeah, I get it. Like I said, you almost persuaded me to change one of my things because, I could love all day, but if I'm not committed, man, I don't, like, that is something. If I'm not committed,
yeah, I think that goes hand in hand, though, too.
Love and commitment?
Because we talked about how the commitment, you know, the love is what brings you.
Yeah, loves make it easier. You know what I mean? And to be honest, it has to go hand in hand because you ain't, well, no, I can't say that. I was about to say you're not going to commit to something you don't love. Mm-hmm. But I committed to you before I loved you. Because we all know it ain't no secret. I didn't marry her because I loved her the way a husband should love a wife. I married her because during the time, I believed I could trust her. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I just gave y'all my whole theory on trust. You know what I mean? But after we got married, I fell in love with her. And when I fell in love with her, it made it easier for me to commit. But I was committed to her before I fell in love with her. You know, and I'm still committed to her, even though the love is gone. It's like, no.
Whatever. Anyway, okay.
No, I love my baby. Y'all know that. Anybody who know me know I love my baby. I go to war by mine.
Lori said, Lori said, a couple have to be one page at the same time. No matter what the topic is, it is in order for a positive relationship to work. Team of 2. Right. Yeah. You have to be walking in the same direction, going in the same direction in order to have a relationship sustain itself. You know, so because if you're not walking together, you won't love each other, you won't be committed, you won't have loyalty, you won't have any of the things that we're talking about if you're not walking together, you know, or at least close enough together so you can see where the need is so you can fulfill those needs and want to walk, you know, together. Right. Because it gets rocky. It gets really
I'm laughing
rocky
at
sometimes.
Ebony. Ebony, that's not all I think about. Cut it out right now. That plug came out. Okay. Yeah, excuse me. That Rona got me. So,
and then get lights all down. We rebuke that devil now.
Love, communication definitely goes hand in hand. Mm-hmm. You better love my cousin. Lori, you know it. You know it, Lori. I love her. Let me tell you. These 16 going on 17 years, it ain't nothing compared to some. But I would say this, you don't get it by not loving, by not being committed and not working at it. You do not get it.
Yeah. That's true. You don't, and like Ebony said, love and commitment goes hand in hand, you know?
Yeah.
Because sometimes love just ain't enough. You know, and you got to pull on that commitment or keep that commitment in place until the love comes back around. Right. So, I mean, I don't know how many of you are in relationships or in marriages where there were times where the love just felt like it wasn't enough, you know. Mm-hmm. Even if the finances, okay, yes, he's taking care of me, or yes, he provides for the home and he gives me everything I need. He's working every day, whatever. But is that enough? You know, that's one of the things that you need in a relationship. But if you don't have the other things, will your relationship still survive? You know? And another thing, I know as women, we're very good at this. We can actually leave the relationship, but still be physically there. You know, and so mentally we can leave the relationship. Yeah, check out.
And check out physically too. Y'all could do that too. Yeah. Yeah,
because if there are things that we feel that we need or that are important to us, like communication or like commitment or loyalty, things like that, for us women, we can literally check out and leave the relationship until we get ourselves together, or until he convinces us that we should change our theory. On
and you know what's crazy though? And women are good at this. they can check out the relationship mentally and physically. And men, we so on another world doing our own thing to sometimes we don't even know it. And by the time we realize it, it is too late. Yep. So, men, love your women. Pay attention to them. Because you don't want to wake up one day and find out that you got broke up with, but you still in a relationship.
And you still holding on.
You still in a relationship and got broke up with a long time ago. You know, so yeah, let's pay attention to our women. Go ahead.
Real quick, guys, go ahead and share if you haven't already. Share this video. Hashtag till death do us part, and
put some exciting words behind it or something like, y'all better get in here. They going in. We talking about it. We getting it in. We getting it in the till death do us part chat room. Let's get it on. You know what I mean?
Antonio, I believe difference makes the relationship interesting. That's good. But compromise contributes to the longevity of one.
Right. Good one, Antonio.
Balancing.
You know, a lot of people always used to say, and I almost believe this, if you really love me, then I shouldn't have to compromise who I am. And, all this fools. I'm like, what? Where you got that lie from? Like, there's no way two people are trying to come together as one, and there's not going to be some type of compromising. You know what I mean? Like, no, you're going to always have to compromise in any relationship. Even when you come to work, you know what I mean? You got to compromise. Your boss might say, hey, I know you ain't on schedule today, but you need to come in. You know what I mean? What you going to say? No? You know what I mean? And if you do say no, how long you think that relationship going to last? You know what I mean? So, yeah, every relationship is about compromise. That's a good point, Antonio.
Yeah.
And differences can sometimes make it interesting, but some differences can cause a disconnect also. So, that I think that I do pretty well with me and her differences. Like, she more of a you can't say it like that type of person, and I'm more of a I'm gonna say it how I want to say it and let them deal with it. But I'm learning that that's kind of not cool. You know what I mean? So she's teaching me, some things, and I'm compromising. You know what I mean? But I want to see what's one of the differences that happened that if you didn't change, it probably would have been a deal breaker for me. Tell me what's one of the differences, because I'm sure you got a handful and a bag.
Pull out my Rolodex.
Yeah, I'm sure she got a long list. Tell me something that if I didn't change, it would have been a deal breaker for you. And don't say smoking or drinking or none of that stuff. Something else.
Let me see. I'm trying to think. If you didn't change, it would have been a deal breaker. I think you used to be very
don't put my business aside now. Go ahead.
You used to be very
Oh, I never asked her this, y'all, by the way. So go ahead. Y'all getting hot and fresh out the kitchen. Go ahead.
Inconsiderate.
Okay.
And so that was something that I didn't want to tolerate, that I was not going to tolerate. And when I say inconsiderate, I don't mean like, just blowing me off or whatever. But it seemed like in the beginning, David was a all about me kind of person, all about me, and just kind of didn't consider other people's opinions when it came to sometimes decisions that he would make, So...
Because again, I said in the beginning,
the compromising thing.
I didn't think I needed to compromise.
Yeah.
But I learned that I was so wrong.
Yeah. And through experience, he learned that he was so wrong. And so,
right.
That's one of the things that was a deal breaker for me. Like, I'm not going to if you're not going to sit here and,
not
compromise, basically, or consider, then what am I here for?
Right.
Yeah.
But now another thing too, I want to say to you ladies and, who out there, and y'all probably like, yeah, tell them, girl, whatever. Now, it's one thing for us men to compromise for you, because a lot of men will compromise for their lady. But a lot of men are not compromising for somebody else who their lady is compromising for. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm a compromise for you, let me compromise for you. But if I see you compromising for someone else and you want me to compromise for you while you're compromising for someone else, that's where most of our friction came. Again, like, I'm in a tell it like it is type of person, and she more like, no, you can't do them like that. Just do it. Just do it. Is it going to really hurt you to just do it? Well, maybe it would. So that's
Yeah.
That's
another
how.
thing, another thing. That's another thing about the other people and allowing other people to have influence on your relationship. So I think his not compromising, came from that too. Like kind of what you're saying. Mm-hmm. When you allow outsiders to try to influence the decisions we make within our own relationship, and that can be very unhealthy. And I've had to learn that, the hard way, and, just not airing your business out to people who you think are your friends or that you think that have your best interests at heart. Things like that, because you just want someone to listen to you, or you just want advice, or you just, things like that. And then, they can hold on to whatever for however long, but you and your spouse has already moved on from it,
Right.
So it's very important to keep your relationship between the two of you and, of course, God.
Right. I seen something Antonio said. Let me read it back. Antonio, you got some good insight, man. He was like, differences is a two-edged sword. It's attracting and a repelling, and that's true, man.
Yeah.
In fact, I could say, correct me if I'm wrong, that one thing that attracted you to me was I was different, right?
Yeah.
I know. You ain't got a lot of kicking.
Well, no, to be honest with you, I guess that's what was the initial attraction, yeah. That was the initial attraction.
You ain't got a lot of kick it, because
I knew something was different, but it wasn't because of, like, your swag or nothing like that. It was because
hurt my feelings if you want to.
No, I'm just saying.
Go ahead, you can
it was something that I sensed that was different from you.
I had
that
all
I hadn't
the swag.
Seen before, that I hadn't seen before. It was something that was different.
I had all the swag.
So.
I had the swag that made the ladies brag.
No. Anyway.
And I got the swag that makes the ladies spin that bag.
So I agree with what he's saying, that the balance is, the difference is a double-edged sword, and attracting and repelling. That's a good point.
Yeah.
And then Sean said that differences bring balance, So like David is the more cut and dry person, more direct, more aggressive, kind of like raw and uncut.
More logical. More smart,
I guess. No. Well, I'm the wise one, So if that's what you want to use, you want to use smart. So, but anyway.
Oh, I wish Danny was in here. Danny, where you at, bro?
We have a balance because I kind of try to soften up his edges and polish it up a little bit, things like that. And so that's a good point, that the differences does bring balance to a relationship,
And I would say this too. Another reason why I'm learned to be considerate about, some of the things that I do and the balance and stuff like that is because, truthfully, to be honest, a lot of the messes that I create, she end up having to clean it up. So, I got to give her credit for that. Again, everything that goes on and has been this way for years, everything that takes place in our household or even in our lives, if you want to give the credit to anybody, more than likely it's her. Because she'll do something without me and without my okay. I'm not doing nothing if she don't okay it. I'm not. I just can't. I don't know if I was on this show doing this, or if I preached about this, or if we was counseling somebody or anything. But I remember when I learned that, a lot of guys like to throw out, I'm the head of the household or whatever. You are the head of the household. But if you are married or in a relationship where the two of you are one, then just because you're the head of the household, it doesn't mean you're the only leader in the household, because the two of you are one. So now it's a co-leadership. And that's why I told my wife, she'll always say, well, this is what she cop out when she mess up or when she can't do something and she need me to do it. Well, you the leader, lead. You the leader, lead. And I'll be like, hold up, wait a minute, pump your brakes. We're the leaders. We're co-leaders in this home, because I'm not leading and going nowhere if she ain't coming with me. I'm not doing nothing if she's not being a part of it. The reality of it is, she might sometimes, and I'm praying for her in this area. We praying for her healing, but she'll sometimes go and do things that I'm not a part of, and she don't have no problem with doing that. And then I, on the other hand, if she ain't a part of it, I'm not doing it. Like, I gotta have her with me. I remember, matter of fact, this past weekend, I had to travel down to South Carolina to minister, and it was supposed to be a snowstorm where we live at. So I was like, I was going to drive separate cars so I can get down there a little bit earlier. You know what I mean? So and then I said, I can't drive separate cars because I don't want my baby driving in the snow. I have to make sure she's good. So I'm going to wait until she's able to come with me. And then I'm going to drive her down so she won't have to drive in the snow. Well, somebody said, well, have you considered just letting her sit this one out? And I was like, oh, no, I can't do that. I need my baby with me. You know what I mean? So long story short, while I was ministering, I was done. I was done. We was getting ready to wrap it up. And somehow I ended up handing my baby the microphone, and service went bananas after that. God moved and came in that place like it was nobody's business. And that was just a testament of that's why she has to be with me. Because sometimes there's things that she see that I don't see. Sometimes there's things that she can do that I can't do. And we're better together than we are apart. So just wanted to stamp that real quick. Co-leadership in your home. Co-leadership if the two of you are one. Co-leadership. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree. Co-leadership, and you just said we're better together. That's one of my daughters, his principle, that's the motto, we're better when we do it together. And that is
You mean her principle? You said one of my daughter, his principle.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
How you know what the principle motto is?
Because he say it all the time.
Say the who. Say the who and where and when and why.
Anyway, y'all. So
hey, listen, we'll be back later. We having some technical difficulties now.
Yeah, so we're better, and that is just to echo everything that you all have said about the different things that you value in relationships. You're better when you do it together. You're better when both of you value and both of you hold the same things dear to your heart. You make those your priority, whether it be your commitments, your loyalty, your finances, your sex, whatever. Both of you all have the same views, or are at least trying to see the other person's way, or trying to make that number on the top of your list as well.
Right.
Then you'll be better together.
That's right. I agree.
Versus wishing you were apart or doing it by yourself.
Right.
So go ahead.
Again, guys, no, that's fine. You can read that, but share, y'all. Share.
Nisha says, love is never enough for me, and checking out is easy for me. But if there are other qualities that make it worth trying to maintain the relationship, I will try, but won't try for long if the change is inconsistent on my part or whoever's part. So that's why loyalty and respect are my two most important aspects. Two most important aspects of a relationship, because once I'm loyal to you, I will go to the end of the world for you. But if it's not reciprocated, my guard is back up.
Right. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm praying for Nisha, because Nisha is one tough cookie. I promise you. Thank you, Lord. I got this lemon over here. Because Nisha, man, you have been going at it.
Yeah, Nisha said she need consistency. I would say,
that's facts, like for real. And a lot of women don't have that, Nisha. So I'm joking with you, but like that's really a good thing. You know what I mean? Like a lot of women don't really know what they want, and they end up compromising in the wrong sense. You know what I mean? But one thing I can truly say is like you want what you want, and if they ain't stepping up to what you want, you ain't dealing with it. Yeah. And that's great. I hope my daughters be like that, to be honest. You know?
I like what Lori said. She was like, outside people will kill it. You got to be mindful of who you put in your relationship. And so like I said before, I fell victim to that, being married and young and just, wanting to have a listening ear and things like that. You have to be very wise on who you share the information, because remember your union is sacred, and you have to be mindful on who you share your laundry with as far as your relationship, because people can be talking to you and then they can kind of influence you to make decisions that you necessarily don't want to make, but you just do it. And now since you've already given them information, now you have to hold on to what they said. And so your pride will make you make decisions that you really don't want to live with, and then you're stuck again. So that's very important. Thanks, Lori.
And then you become ashamed. And now you're more so leaving a good relationship or a relationship that could have been fixed. Out of the shame, because you don't want nobody to be like, oh, she played herself or he played himself or whatever or blah blah blah. But I know that for me, because a lot of people used to speak against us, in the beginning, and I know for me, it was only a few people who opinions that I really cared and who I would be like, you know what, if they really see me that way, I don't want to come in between y'all, whatever the case may be. Once her little sister, those of y'all who know Natasha, player, once she accepted that she had to share her sister with me, and mind you now, all three of us used to roll like this. Like we used to spend from time Tasha got out of school until 12 o'clock past midnight, we in the house all together doing something crazy. There was times when Nika won't be there and me and Tasha be in the house acting stupid or whatever, just having fun. Or we go out, Tasha tagging along with us or whatever. When her and Nika grew up together, just, most of the time it's just them two. So when she felt like it wasn't robbery to share her sister with me, I didn't really care what nobody else said. And because of that, it came across as to her that I'm not compromising and I'm not this and I'm not that. And I'm just like, well, why should I? Your sister cool with this. The only one who, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't compromising for nobody else, But again, I had to learn that, because one thing you learn in a relationship too, with the communication and with the understanding and with the trust and with the love, if you love somebody, this is why I don't understand how people with kids that get into a relationship with somebody who's not the biological dad, or dads get in relationships with girls that's not the biological mom. If that person can't love your child, then they can't truly say they love you. Now, let's say you don't have children. If you don't love who and what I love, you can't say you love me. For example, there's nobody in my family that doesn't love my wife. Nobody. If there was somebody in my family that I can honestly say didn't love her, then me and that person would not be family no more. You know what I mean? Because if you love me, then you should love who I love. You know what I mean? And for me, every person that she loved, I can honestly say I have learned to love them. You know what I mean? And some of them I even tell them, hey, look, listen, she loves you. I love you. So now the choices that you make are going to affect me, because if something happens to you, it's going to cause her to act a certain way or behave a certain way, which is going to impact me, which is going to impact my children. So get it together, man, because we love you over here.
Yeah. So Antonio made a good point. He said, he gave you claps. You're the first guy I heard rebuke that nonsense of the head of the household. I want my partner to have a say. I marry her for her values and opinion. Glad you said that. Marriage equals union/partnership. Stop looking for one to take the lead. Discuss and then execute.
Ooh, let me tell you something here.
Yeah.
I felt that one. I felt that one in my belly.
Yeah.
I felt that in my belly. Listen, I like that, man. I'm gonna take that and put it somewhere. I like that. Me and you got to have a conversation, because we working on something coming up here real soon. Y'all gonna hear in the announcements towards the end. I would love for you to be a part of it.
Discuss and
what
then
is something
execute.
I was going to say? Discuss and execute. Again, another thing I wanted to add to Antonio, you said I was the first person that you heard say that. I'm probably going to be the first person you hear say a lot of stuff, because I say things, man, that I haven't heard myself. I'm not a traditional or normal type of guy. But, I appreciate that. I love that, man. I love that.
Oh, Lori, see, this is why you my man. I know that's right, Lori.
Name it and claim it.
I know that's right. Yeah, I know that's right.
Name it and claim it. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase. Y'all, I want y'all to be a part of what's coming up. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. So, Dominique said it took me a long time to get to that point. I had missed her comment.
Which point? You know what she's talking about?
I'm not certain.
Dominique, could you please reiterate what point it took you a long time to get to? Or if you want to chime in real quick, I can add you if you want to share just a small little snippet. Yeah. Just hit that. You know how to add? Just hit the add and I'll add you. And then you can say what it is that, it took you a long time. While you're doing that, we're going to look at some other stuff.
I want to thank all of you all for coming in. And some of the new people that we just came in a few moments ago.
Thank you, guys.
We are talking about the top three things that you feel you need in your relationship to help sustain your relationship. What are the top three things that you need? If you would like to, please feel free to put it in the comment section so we can read it off
and discuss it a little bit.
With others.
So she said to not compromise. Okay, awesome, Dominique. And I'm so proud of you.
With what I want.
Because I'm going to be honest, you were one of the people that I worried about, that I thought you was going to compromise to a point of self-destruction. But I'm so glad that you did not. And it's okay. You can never look a mess, my niece. You are so beautiful inside and out. Now
Yeah.
you be acting a mess sometimes, but you would never look a mess. One of the sweetest persons I know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she is. But I agree, like you said, well, she said something that she had to learn to, to not compromising,
Right,
That's one
right.
of the key things that when you come together that you got to be able to look at it from another person's and have empathy on what the other person's, their views are in the situation.
Right.
And we had two more. Oh, shouldn't. Oh, hey, Emmanuel.
What's up? I ain't know my nephew was in the building. Nephew, you need to get in on this. What's up, Dougie, man? Share this on your page.
Yeah, if y'all haven't shared it yet, sorry,
Yeah,
David. 3 things that you feel are your top 3 that would help sustain your relationship.
Nephew, you still in here, nephew? I did not see you, man. What's going on?
That you need to sustain your relationship.
I'm gonna try to link with you this weekend.
Yeah, I think someone else said. Let me see. Oh, so Nisha, I wanted to talk to you about. You mentioned about having having a guard back up when you feel like someone's inconsistent or they're not being loyal to you. So, what are some of the things that, like, do you have you completely shut down? Do you have a complete a shutdown moment and you're done with the relationship, or have you experienced a time where you shut down but then you were able to come back around again? Elaborate a little bit on your experience, Tanisha, on how you shut down in a relationship and why.
She driving.
Okay.
But me and Nisha talk quite often. So Nisha, if I'm not going, I'm just going to elaborate a little bit, but I'm not going to, put your stuff out there. A lot of reasons why she shut down is because she feel like if she has communicated to you something so long and you haven't gotten it by now, it's like she don't have time to continue to waste when it's clear that you're not going to do whatever it is that she's asking. So if you're not asking that, she's going to be like, well, if you ain't going to do what I'm saying, why should I be over here going through all of the changes and going through all of these things and jumping through all of these loops and this, that, and the third, and you ain't moving. You know what I mean? So, and that's what she's saying. And that's true. That's why I said I admire her, this is what I want. If you ain't going to do it,
that's true.
I'm out. If you ain't going to do it, don't even come my way. Don't even call me. Don't even text me. Don't even blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So, and that's a good quality to have. You know what I mean? So
you ain't going to take any and everything.
I got you, Nisha. Nisha, I did you justice. Did I do you justice?
Yeah. And it's certain standards that you hold, and you're not going to lower it, for anybody. On one of our last shows, we talked about relationships and the different things were deal breakers. Someone else mentioned that they love really hard. And so that's why once they're done because they give their all in the relationship.
I want to know who said that. I can't remember who said it, but I just want to say this. I can't remember who said it, but I'm sure they're probably watching. But if you said it, whoever said it, please say you said it. But one thing I do want to say, this is just my opinion. I'm not talking about you. I found out when a woman or a person says, oh, I love hard, I can't help it, I love hard, that's letting you know, and I found in my experience, they letting you know that they will flatten your tire, they will scratch your car, they will burn your house down, they with might with you in it, they might try to kill you, and they're trying to make excuses and fall back on, I love hard, you know what I mean? But that's just I ain't saying whoever said that, that's what you would do, but that's what I found out through my experience. And I'll be like, you love hard? Well, guess what? I hit hard.
What was that movie with Martin and is it Angela Bassett?
No. What's the lady name? I think her last name is Williams, but I know what you're talking about. She's talking about the movie Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Yes.
With Martin, with that girl.
You talked about that Sunday, didn't you? You were saying it's not a thin line between love and hate.
I did say that, but I didn't talk about. You want me to?
Yeah. So anyway, I was just saying about how the loving hard part. That's what I'm saying, and how she really loved him hard, in her own way. And then when he didn't do what she wanted,
she tried to kill him. Exactly. See what I'm saying? My point exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But hold on, let me see. That's it. I love hard.
I won't do it all, but I'm learning. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Nisha, was you the one who said you love hard?
It was another family, somebody else.
It wasn't Nisha, but yeah. But see, what I was about to say. Oh yeah, I said last Sunday. Yesterday. That was yesterday. I said yesterday, y'all go listen to the sermon too that I shared on Throw Some Love on It. But last Sunday, I said that there is a lot of people say there's a thin line between love and hate, right? And I say that there is no line between love and hate. Because when it comes to love and hate, there is no gray area. It's either you love me or you hate me. There is no gray area. You know what I mean? And love is, to me, the most powerful element on this earth. You know what I mean? And I say element because it's not an emotion. Love is not an emotion. There are drugs you can take to alter your emotions, but there are no drugs that you can take to make you fall out of love with somebody. Trust me, I tried it. Several times. I tried it. I don't know if it's a lemon thing, but once you had a lemon and you done got that love all over you and in you, Lord have mercy, you could take any drug you want to take. It is nothing. Ralph, can I get a witness? It is nothing that you can do to get that lemon out of your system. Okay? So, yeah. So I love and I love her, and it's no gray area. It's either you love me or you don't. It's either you love me or you hate me. There is no in between. If you love somebody, you can care less about who hates you. If you hate somebody, though, it's going to be hard for you to receive love. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to add that in real quick.
Yeah.
I see my brother just joined in. What up, Lou? Lou Gambino?
Yeah.
You still in here, or that was an accident? What up, bruh? I hope you still in. But yeah, I'll be happy when I see fellas come in, because I be getting cornered, man, and I be getting like beat up by these women, Lou. So I be needing you to have my back, man. Like old times. Yeah, man.
He said, I agree.
That's what's up. But yeah, what she said.
That's soulful love.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Laurie, that's something. I would say spiritual, because it's deep. It's deep. It's deep down in.
You know.
Deep down in. I think even after I die, if it's a possibility for me to find her again, you know what I mean? If it's a possibility for me to find her again, I'm going to try it. And I ain't just saying that to sound deep so she could be all, you know what I mean? I ain't running game, you know what I mean? I ain't running game. You know, I got the game to make all the girls look shame. You know? But yeah, man, that's the truth, you know what I mean? Because I love her. Not only I love her, I like her, you know what I mean? And I don't really be liking people like that. Go ahead, what you about to say?
Yeah. No, you know, I forgot. But anyway.
See? I done left her speechless. Told you.
Yeah. But yeah, so with the three things that y'all feel will help sustain your relationship, you know, it's very important that we keep and they can change. I think they can change, right? Depending on the relationship too.
What?
If you say there's three things that help sustain your relationship.
Oh yeah.
So like,
they can. It's not that the three things because your relationship is going to grow. So the three things doesn't have to stay the same as your relationship grows. Like I said, mine was love, communication, and sex. Mm-hmm. But now I want to interchange or swap one of them out for commitment. I think maybe I'm going to take love out and put commitment in. Man, that's strange. So you think I need to take sex out? I can't take sex out, yo. I'm sorry. I ain't quite get there yet. I can't take sex out. Because sex could be a deal breaker. You ain't giving me none. And especially if it ain't good, I might not leave a relationship, but
see, I think
I might leave the house.
It might not be in the top three. So we talking about the top three.
The top three. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like, sex is one of the top three. Like,
I think a lot of women.
And I'm not shallow, y'all. I'm just real. I'm not shallow. I know me, and I'm sorry. I ain't get there yet. So I'm going to say
commitment.
I'm going to say commitment is one. That's number one. And I'm going to say love is two. Mm-hmm. But we need, and I'm going to just say sex is three. Because to be honest, she like to talk. You know what I mean? And I'm more of a hands-on action person. So when she want to express how much she loved me, she want to talk. When I want to express how much I love her, I want to touch. So, yeah. So I'm going to do it like that. I'm going to do commitment, love, and sex.
Yeah. Yep. And I think, like, for you, maybe commitment is number one now because
I learned from my co-leader. My co-leader taught me something. See, I thought that love was the most important thing in a relationship.
In your relationship.
In my relationship. Mm-hmm. But she told me that commitment was most important in hers. And then I learned that because of commitment, that's why we even lasted this long. And love ain't had nothing to do with it. Yeah. In fact, how could I say that love is the most important thing in my relationship when love ain't even the reason why I married her? I married her because of commitment. You know what I mean? So, and because of, like I said, I thought I could trust her. But I found out that trust is an illusion into making people think they have control. So now it's more so I know her and I'm committed to her. You know what I mean? I'm trying to know her and I'm growing to know her. And the reason why I say that is because you can't even say you fully know yourself either, because you're not the same person today that you was last year. You changed. So the person who you was last year didn't even know the person that you are now. You know what I mean? Because last year, I thought that love was the most important thing in my relationship. And you couldn't tell me I ain't know that. But I had no idea that the me today would be sitting here saying, you know what commitment is. So the same way we're constantly learning ourselves every day, this is the way we're supposed to be learning the person that we're in love with and the person that we're committed to. When you stop and think that you know everything that there is to know about the person that you're with, you stop dating them. You stop pursuing them. You stop trying to wow them. You stop trying to impress them. Mm-hmm. You stop trying to serve them, for lack of better words. So you ought to constantly be trying to know them. Same way with yourself. If you feel you know everything about yourself, then you have plateaued in your life. And you're never going to try to do more, be more, achieve more, get more, chase more. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's a nugget. That's for free. I'm going to give y'all that for free. The next one, y'all going to have to purchase my book to get. But that nugget is for free. Y'all going to have to get the next one in the book. Go ahead.
So Lori, it's 8 o'clock, y'all. By the way, real quick, go ahead and share this video before we get off. Share it.
And y'all stay on. We got some special announcements coming up. Don't go nowhere. Share it.
Yeah, Lori said we got to come see y'all.
Yes.
Antonio said he mentioned coming, but COVID in the streets.
COVID's in the streets. Yep, definitely in these streets. Yep.
Most definitely.
But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We want to do something, and that's going to be tough though, right? Especially with COVID.
No, so okay. You gonna pray out first? No, we can pray afterwards.
Yeah, we'll pray afterwards. Yeah.
Okay. So y'all
can I do the TB thing first and then we can go into that? No? You gonna do it? Mm-hmm. All right. Wait a minute. Wait. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
Y'all, if y'all notice now, our background looks a little bit different. It doesn't look the same. I just want to say this real quick. She gonna go into it and elaborate. But if y'all looking at this background and y'all seeing the TB right here or whatever, y'all can see TB. It stands for Tanika Blandon. She's her own mogul now, her own entity. Hey, Tina. You late, Tina. You late. In her own entity. Tanika Blandon Enterprises. Y'all be on the lookout for that. Walking in Unlimited Possibilities. She's going to tell y'all what that is later and all of that. But she's her own mogul now. She's doing her thing. I'm so proud of her, and I can't stand in her way. Go ahead.
All right, guys. So, again, real quick, y'all go ahead and share this video real quick if you haven't done so already. I just wanted to make 2 quick announcements. Dave's going to have some more to follow on, but 2 quick announcements. Look, y'all know, those of you who have been following us, Till Death Do Us Part, for the past 3 going on 4 years that we've been airing on this show. We want to tell you that we appreciate you so much, and we thank you all for the commitment and the loyalty that you have shown to us from day one. You have been there, you have supported us, you have provided feedback, you have been in great deal of dialogues with us, and so we really, really appreciate all of the love and all support you have given us. So what we have decided to do, which has been talked about a lot, over the past couple of years, and it's one of the things that we sought after God for guidance on. We've been in prayer about, and God has officially given us the okay to go ahead and launch it. We want to take Till Death Do Us Part on the road. Mm-hmm. Till Death Do Us Part on the road. And so what we're going to do is we have a couples retreat that we have that's already in place and already in plan for May of 2021. The couples retreat is May of 2021. Those of you that are in relationship, aspiring to be married couples, those of you that are married couples, we invite you to join with us on this couples retreat, May 2021. If you are interested, please inbox King David Michael Blanding. If you are interested, please comment your name into the bottom of this dialogue for this page, and we will provide the specific details, including the dollar amount, that you all will be responsible for. And those of you that know me personally, you know that I love planning events. I love getting together with different people. And Javen and I just love interacting and just love fellowshipping. And like I said, this is a Till Death Do Us Part on the road. So it's going to be a portion of it's going to have the show. So yeah, so we're going to give you details. If you are interested in it, please let us know. It's going to be May of 2021. We'll give you the specific details, the cost analysis, and then we'll move forward with giving you everything else. So please, please let us know that you're interested in going on this 2021 Till Death Do Us Part on the road.
Right,
okay?
right. You want to give out your email to all the ladies who don't want to slide in my DM? Then you can give your email. She can give y'all the email, and y'all can contact her. But if you want to, slide in my DM for that reason alone, you can slide on in. You know, we ain't uptight like that. We definitely not. You know, I don't need that in my life. But yeah, so if you would feel more comfortable emailing her, then which email?
Yeah. So y'all can go ahead and email Tanika Blanding@gmail.com. That's T like Tango, A Alpha in November, IKA Blanding@gmail.com.
Wait, look. I don't know why Mr. Glory sending the eyes, because he don't even know we about to call him, because he about to help set some of this stuff up.
Yeah,
he don't even know. So be waiting on this phone call, Sean Player.
Okay, so that we already have that up and running.
Yeah.
But
let me elaborate more on that. Guys, I do want to tell you this. With COVID season and everything going on, we do want to make sure that there are no symptoms going on with anybody. We will be temperature checking every day. We will be practicing social distancing. Masks are required. And another thing I want you guys to know, that this has been blessed and has been stamped by God. And I want you to know that if you believe in God, then just know that he's going to protect and keep us while we do what we do. All right. Now, I will say this. Space is limited because of social distancing. So if you want to go, you can't drag. Can you repeat the dates again?
Yeah. So it's May 2021. And so let me get my calendar out.
You don't have the exact dates right now?
I do. I have them.
Okay, good. While she's trying to figure it out and get the exact dates for y'all, just know it's in May of 2021. It's some people that I'm looking like I almost believe you have to be there. You know what I mean? And I don't want to get into the specifics, but if you feel any type of little whatever that you know this is something I want to get into, we haven't really picked the location yet per se. We deciding between two places, but one of them, you want to throw it out there? Oh, you already decided. You already decided.
We have all that, and that's why I said they're going to inbox for the additional information.
Inbox for the information.
Space is limited, I tell y'all, and that's why.
All right, y'all, listen. I'm not going to tell y'all where it's at. Apparently, she didn't say it for a reason, but just know it's one of those two places.
Yeah.
We can't go wrong with one of the two places. And for those of you in the Carolina area, we took into consideration that most of our viewers are from that area. So it's not that far. It's not that far to travel. You know what I mean? So, and I'm telling you, y'all, we are going to have a good time. We're going to learn from it. We're going to build from it. And this is much needed in life. This is much needed in the world. You know what I mean? Because people grow and build from people. Humanity was designed for us to congregate together and build from that energy and grow from that energy. So togetherness is what's missing in the world today, and we want to try to bring that. So that's all for that.
Yeah. Most definitely, we want to make sure we bring that. But yeah, so just make sure y'all inbox us and let us know that you're interested, and we're gonna make sure that this is a well-versed trip, and that you all enjoy and you all get what you've come there to receive. We're gonna ensure that. So moving along, the second announcement that we have is that, as David mentioned earlier, that I've started my movement.
You don't want to say that for last? Because I want to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know about that.
Okay, yeah. See, okay, yeah. So next thing that we want to say and what we want to announce is, it feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, yeah. So look now. So when you do the TV, I'm not talking about what.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
No,
You want me to do it?
No,
Can I do it?
No.
Yes. Y'all, it's something she don't want to announce yet, and I'm telling her it's perfect to do it now. When we do it, because we are, y'all see why. I'm excited about it. I don't know why she's excited about it, but she's more modest than me or whatever the case may be. But this is what I want to bring to y'all attention now. We saving the best for last on this one. Guys, those of you who were familiar or are familiar with the Holy Temple of Jesus Christ, which is a church that was founded by my mother and my father, the late great Elder Reverend Overseer James E. Blanding, and my mother Elder Catherine Blanding. The Holy Temple of Jesus Christ, God has so seen fit to allow me to pastor, if you will, for lack of better words, that ministry. And my wife and I are coming to Somerton, South Carolina, to be to try to assist as this ministry goes into a different direction, same vision, but we will actually have a new name. So I want y'all to be on the lookout for this new name, and I want y'all to spread the word. I want y'all to be on the lookout for this new name. The new name will be Living in Truth Spiritual Wellness Center. Living in Truth Spiritual Wellness Center. LIT for short. Living in Truth Spiritual Wellness Center. LIT for short. It's lit over there, right? That's so. And we will be having our services on Sunday morning. Every Sunday morning, we will start with wellness teaching, spiritual wellness teaching. Starts at 10:30. This is a place where when you come in at 10:30, we pray, and then we do open discussion about scripture. We break down scripture. You get Q&A. You can ask questions that you had about scripture, maybe myths or superstition or cliches that you might have heard, and you want to know if there's any truth to them or whatever. This would be your chance where you could question the minister. You can question what you have heard other ministers say and pastors say, and take notes and add input or whatever. This would be at 10:30, and we call this spiritual wellness teaching. Our lit worship services start at 11:30, and they are lit. They are lit. Living in Truth. Please, please, please be on the lookout for that. It is the same vision. It is a new direction. It is a new name at the same location. And that location is across the street from Bay Shop in Somerton. That address is the number 2 3rd Street, Somerton, South Carolina. Guys, this is a fire. It is going to spread like crazy. And again, I can't stress, it is lit over there. So tell everybody to come out. We not doing church over there. We doing spiritual wellness. Spiritual wellness. Okay? So we got that out of the way. Be on the lookout for some flyers.
Yeah. So be on the lookout for some flyers for the changes that are taking place. And I just wanted to real quick mention what I was stating about this new movement, the vision that I have, that my husband is supporting me in.
Definitely.
It is called Tanika Blanding Enterprise. Tanika Blanding Enterprise. And so if you all enjoy watching Till Death Do Us Part, if you all like the interaction that you have here with us, and if you are looking for more information as far as being inspired, as far as my theme is walking in unlimited possibilities. And so whatever you can think that means to you, that's what it means to you. And so if you could go and visit and like my page, my business page, that is, I'm going to ask, I think I have it on my phone, but I'm going to ask if Sean or my sister Natasha can go ahead and put the page in the comments.
The page,
if they can put the page. The page in the comments. Follow my page, like and follow my page, because there are a lot of things that's being loaded, being upcoming, and so that way you can get notifications of what's going on with Tanika Blanding Enterprise, and so that way you all can have immediate notifications. There's a lot of things that I can't really share right now that that's going on with the page and the new business, and I want all of you to share this journey with me. I want all of you to be able to go on this journey with me as as we walk into our unlimited possibilities. I know a lot of you have things that you desire to do in life, have things that you've had passions for, that sometimes you don't know how quite to get it running. You don't have the resources, you don't have the connections. Well, if I can help you, I will help you. And those of you that know me, that I am a person that does not mind helping, and if I can't physically do it or have the know-how, I will try my best to get you in touch with those who do and who can. So please, I invite you to share this journey with me. Tanika Blanding Enterprise, Walking in Unlimited Possibilities. Go on my page, like the page, follow the page. That way, when we start this movement, we can start it together and we can thrive together, and all of us can achieve the purpose that we've been placed on this earth to do.
All right. Now, I'm excited about what I'm getting ready to do here. This is the thing that I said she didn't want me to announce, because y'all know how modest she is sometimes, almost to a fault, but I have to do this. I'm so excited about it. And that very thing that I want to announce is one of the first things on T. Blanding's Enterprises that we actually have that can be available for you guys. And one of those things is, yep, drum roll please, my wife is now a published author. A published author. Now, this book was compiled by a doctor named Dr. Annette West, who reached out to my wife from inspiration from some of the things that she had learned about us through this show, through stories, through mutual friends and things like that. And she asked my wife to share some insight on a book that's called Marriage Connection, Making It Work. And this is, again, consists of authors compiled by Dr. Annette West. And in this book, my wife happens to be discussing, I'm just trying to pull something out real quick so y'all can kind of get an idea.
On my page?
Yeah.
Oh.
Kind of get an idea of what's in here.
Right here.
Kind of get an idea of what's in here. Now, I would say this. I'm technically a published author as well, but I had nothing to do with this other than the fact that I'm a character in the stories. If y'all can see that, I'm a character in the stories. So yes, her section in here is Together We Win. And I don't even want to go too much into it or whatever, but I'm telling you guys, please get a copy of this. We will, if you go on her page, you will be able to get instructions on how to get it. And not only that, we will be having, to those of you who are going to be at the Wellness Center on Sunday, please come. Those of you who are watching, if you can be in the Wellness Center on Sunday, please, we would really look for you to be there. But those of you who can be in the Wellness Center on Sunday, if you want one, we have 15 right now on hand. They are $20 each. They are going to they are going to go fast. We have 15 in hand. We can order more, but if you want one, it would behoove you to Cash App her at
Tanika Blanding.
Cash App her at Tanika Blanding. If you do not Cash App, we will not hold this book for you. So people that are going to be at the Wellness Center on Sunday, we are giving you first dibs. Once they leave, once I don't receive the Cash App, by the time I leave on Sunday, these books probably won't even be here. We only got 15. And to be honest, I meant to bring them last Sunday, and I probably wouldn't have had no more now. So please, guys, I'm telling you, I'm not just saying this because this is my wife. This book is really good. Together We Win. I was impressed. I really didn't read her final draft until it was actually done, and I was impressed. And there are other authors in here, and there is other topics in here. One of my favorite that's in here is Sex Me More. That's the name of one of these a couple that authored this as well. That was the author of that segment or whatever. It's some good stuff in here. It's some good stuff in here. So those of you who are in relationships or who are married or who are aspiring to be married, you want to get this book, you know. And trust me, you want to get it. It's really good. It's really good. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, so the book is entitled, since he put it out there now, the book is entitled,
it's out there now.
Marriage Connection, and then it's Making It Work. And so it's all about us couples that came together to share our stories on marriage and how we made our marriage work, how we're making our marriage work. So,
y'all see us right there? Yes. And this is, go ahead.
Yeah, if you all are interested in getting a copy of this book, you can Cash App me. You can go to my business page, find the link for the book, the business page. You can also send the payment to my someone. Okay, you can. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
They about to be gone.
You can also, I forgot I was going to say. You can also PayPal. If you don't, I have PayPal. Tanika Blanding ENT. You can PayPal as well. And up until February the 14th, Valentine's Day, I will be shipping the books with free shipping and handling. So you don't have to pay for shipping and handling. Because this book is based on relationships and marriage connection, I felt like it would be fitting to waive the shipping and handling for in lieu of for Valentine's Day, not in lieu of, but
Right. So and again, you guys, because we know that during this season that everybody is celebrating love and relationships and stuff like that. Again, if y'all been and heard other shows or whatever, I'm not that big on it, but this is Valentine's Day, and we want those that celebrate in love, laughter, life, all of that. Get this for somebody, even if you're not in a relationship. Get it for somebody for a present that are in a relationship. Maybe it's a good topic that you can have for maybe a gathering in your church meetings or in your school. A good topic for a college thesis or anything. Get it and it'll bless you. I promise you, it's really good. It's really good.
Yes, and if you just those of you who just Cash at me for your book, please email me your mailing address. Your mailing address if you're not going to be in the Summerton
at the Wellness Center. If you're not going to be in the Wellness Center on this Sunday, then email the mailing address. But if you do come to the Wellness Center on Sunday, you get to have your picture taken with the author. Plus, you can also get an autographed copy of the book. All right. So I'm asking if all would come down and support. We doing it in this mighty sweet.
Again, my sister just added the website, the page, the business page. So go on real quick. Natasha Player added the comments. Tasha, if you can just put them back at the bottom of the comments again. Put the page on there. Go in and like and follow my business page, and then we will see what else is coming up.
Yeah, we'll see y'all at the Wellness Center on Sunday. All right.
So
again, guys, the book is called Marriage Connection: Making It Work. I'm telling you, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
We appreciate you guys. It's 8:21.
Thank you guys for giving us your attention as long as y'all did. Y'all, please share. Please share. Please share. We love you guys. When y'all see different things that we have up and that's going on, share that as well. We love you. Thank you for another successful episode of Till Death Do Us Part, and we will see y'all next time.
Don't forget to let us know if you want to go on a marriage retreat.
Okay. Yeah.
It's couples retreat, not
couples retreat. Yeah. And we're going to pray out real quick. God, we thank you for everything that has been said here tonight. We thank you for blessing us to be able to have another successful show. We ask that your spirit continues to travel through the airwaves and bless your people each time they hear it. We ask that someone who even didn't watch the show live would watch it and would want to be a part of the book signing and want to be a part of the Wellness Center and want to be a part of the retreat, want to be a part of TB Enterprises. Lord, we thank you for everything that you are doing in this season right now. And we pray blessings amongst everybody who is sowing seeds and everybody who is contributing to what we have going on here, everybody who's a part of this movement, oh God. We pray nothing but blessings, prosperity, and everything that you would have in your will to be done in their lives to happen in this day and hour. In Jesus' name we pray and we ask. Amen.
Amen.
Y'all have a good night.
Good night, guys. Thank you.